We're in it. We here. It's lit.
Hey, when I'm lonely, I always go top.
Hey, what's up? I'm Tinashe, and this is Hightails. My first time smoking weed, I was in my grandma's backyard, and it was my cousin who convinced me to try it, and I told him that I'd already smoked a bunch of times before, I think, so that was a lie. And it was the middle of the night, everyone was asleep, and my grandma lives in Iowa, so her backyard is like extremely dark and like sus. So we were like in the backyard in the dark, and I was so nervous. So I don't even think I enjoyed the experience, but yeah, that was my first time.
All right, we got another beautiful day here in sunny Los Angeles, California. Let's take a look
It's
at our
funny to see
7-day
how
forecast.
weed culture has changed in LA over the course of my lifetime, because when I was young, when I first started smoking weed, I think it's always been something that LA has kind of vibed with. It was illegal, but like it was still easy to get. Like I would still go to a shop, but it was unregulated. Like the girl would just kind of give me as much as I wanted out of the mason jar, and now everything is like specifically measured and like packaged, and it's very formal, but it used to be just a vibe. You used to just go into the little weed shops and vibe.
My like memorable weed smoking experiences with celebrities are like Snoop, Uncle Snoop, the classic. I was in a studio session with him once, and we just went into his room and went to sleep. And we never saw him again, so that was the end of that session. We were smoking that OG. I don't know. Got too high.
One time I was in Austin for ACLE festival, and I really wanted to get high, and I didn't have any weed. So I was like, what are we gonna do? We gotta find the plug. So we just started looking around the whole hotel, and we found like the valet kids. Like they looked like maybe like 18 or 19, so I was like, they know, at least they could put us on. So we asked the valet kids like, hey, where can I get some weed? And the kid is like, well, actually my homeboy sells weed. He's just like up the block, it's just around the corner. I can get you some. And I was like, I bet, hook me up. So he gives us this address. I don't go by myself, obviously. I take like my dancers and stuff, and like we pull up to this address, and it was like a full frat house. And we walk in, it's full fratted out, you know, there's like pledges in the place, like with white t-shirts, like scrubbing the floor, toothbrushes, like it was wild. We go into like this main room, and this is like the kingpin, like weed frat guy, right? And he's like, hey, how much do you want? And I could tell him, and he pulls out like this big, like a gallon tank, a tub of weed. He just like gives me a bunch. I'm like, thanks, awesome, I leave. Later that night, while I was at the show, I go on Twitter and I see this girl, she's tweeting like, oh my God, my boyfriend sold Tinashe weed from the frat house. I had no idea, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Shout out to the frat boys.
It's a gas race, it went last place.
I mean, the creative process is always kind of different depending on who I'm working with, but you know, we love to just kind of put the lights on, like the color, we get in the vibe, we smoke, we drink a little bit, and you know, whatever like energy is kind of coming to me, I just gotta get in the booth and I'll start freestyling, and we basically like record those freestyles, and then we listen back to them, and we pick apart like the parts that are really the best, and then kind of build the song from there. So weed has been a interesting part of my entire music career, because my first single, 2 On, is about drinking and smoking weed. So it's been something that's been a part of my career like ever since I got on the scene. Just give me the trees and make it smoke it, yeah. So I've embraced it. Run it back from the top. Being in the studio working with like, you know, people that smoke, which is a lot of people, you really realize that like, okay, you can kind of find this point as like a bonding point, and then from there you can jump off and make some dope music. I like to be creative, mess around, live life, smoke weed.